This is Elliott Serrano and Jose Melendez coming to you from Dreamland Comics in Schaumburg, Illinois. Thank you for joining us yet again here on the Comic Culture Warrior YouTube channel, where Jose and I talk about all things comics. And because our viewers demand it, we're doing more reviews. I think we have been doing more reviews than we've ever done. I mean, if you go through our history, go through all the different videos that we've done way back to the beginning, we rarely did this many reviews as we do now. I will say this, I'm kind of flattered that people want to see our reviews, considering how much later our reviews are posted after the books have come out, because, you know...
But see, then it just gives somebody, when they go to the store the next week, it just gives them something to look forward to.
No, there you go.
If your shop still has these books, which they should. If they're
They should. Especially in the case of this book, Invincible Iron Man, which was actually one of my picks on the Geek to Me website. I'm going to favorite all my Geek to Me picks here on the Comic Culture Warrior channel. If you guys wouldn't mind hopping over to my blog and checking those out, I'd appreciate it. But Invincible Iron Man, we've talked about this book before. This book is keeping up a level of quality right now that's just darn right scary.
Yeah, we talked about it last time that you're just waiting for something to go wrong.
I'm waiting for... I don't know. Okay, first, issue number 11, you know, again, World's Most Wanted. Tony Stark is on the run. This cover is just an incredible cover. The only issue, I mean, Sar, I'm sure you're pleased that Iron Man's back in his Extremis armor. But that's only on the cover, because he's not wearing it in the book.
Yeah.
You know, but this cover is really
Sar
awesome.
really loves War Machine, though, too, and War Machine's in this book.
Oh, and I'm telling you, reading this, the thing that really impresses me with Matt Fraction, and the more I admire him, I admire him as a fan, I hate him as a writer. Because you read this book, and he makes it looks so effortless and obvious.
Kind of like Brian K. Vaughan.
Yes, like Brian K. Vaughan, yes. He's in the skin of these characters. He gets these characters. Pepper Potts. You know, I love how he also takes a bit from the Iron Man movie mythos and he folds it into this, where Pepper, who now has her own Iron Man armor, also has her own Jarvis. Artificial intelligence engine in her armor to help her use it. I just gotta say, this still, it's just a delight to read. I can sit here, and this is another book where I can go through and I can read it a couple times too. I'm really enjoying it. It's got a real nice flow to it. Salvador Larocca is really doing some great art. Didn't Salvador Larocca also work on the? Correct me if I'm wrong. Did he work on the New Universe miniseries with Warren Ellis back? Like a while back.
I don't remember.
You know, and I remember Larocca, and somebody out there correct me if I'm wrong, because I remember it was kind of like this, and the art wasn't as strong on that as it is right here on Iron Man. This is just, you know.
I just want to say, I'm just glad that for this issue, Fraction brought in Henry Hellrung, the leader of the now defunct The Order.
And you notice how Fraction folds in some stuff from The Order.
Yeah, and without even like telling anybody, not bringing attention to it, like Hellrung's in his Order costume and there's a flashback without even letting you know. So if you didn't read Fraction's Awesome or The Order, you know, fuck you. You should have read it because it was awesome. And that's kind of what Rebels reminds me of. It's like one of those books that's just so good, I don't know if it's going to find an audience. Right. And when The Order got canceled, it just killed me because that was a great book.
And I like, too, and again, back to the issues of continuity, if you didn't read The Order, this whole sequence here still makes sense to you. Still makes sense. But if you did read The Order...
There's another layer
to it, right.
Yes.
Because Tony Stark is looking for, his sponsor. Mm-hmm. And it's the guy from The Order, and it makes perfect sense, for especially with everything that he's going through right now, to want to get in touch with his sponsor. For those who are unfamiliar with the sponsor, when you go through Alcoholics Anonymous and you're going through the 12-step process, you need to have a sponsor, someone to go to and talk to when times are tough. Iron Man and War Machine go at it, and Iron Man. Tony Stark's got one of his older Iron Man outfits, so he knows he's not going to stand a chance against War Machine. And the thing that kills me is, though, doesn't Rhodes realize he's also going up against one of the smartest people on the planet?
See, again, this is why the new Avengers need Iron Man. Because he plans everything out. Like, when you're reading this book, everything that Iron Man does in the fight, it's very specific that he knows what he needs to do before he gets to the next step. And which the new Avengers don't even do.
No,
they just go in, even if they plan something, it's just thrown together and everything goes to shit. But he makes it a point to tear a hole in War Machine's armor because he knows exactly where he's going to go, and
he doesn't want War Machine coming after him.
Can't come after him. And I'm like, you know what? That's what tacticians do. That's what you do when you get, when you get into a fight.
Chess. Right.
And man, do the Avengers really need Tony Stark right now?
No, what the Avengers need is Matt Fraction writing the book.
Well,
that's
a given.
Right now,
that was being nice.
I'm getting really frustrated with New Avengers, and as a big.
But this is what a team leader is supposed to do.
No, it is what a team leader does. So. We'll
then, without giving away the last page surprise, you're just like, oh man, next issue should be awesome.
And again, another thing where it's effortless.
It is.
You're like, that makes perfect sense. That ending makes perfect sense.
Yep.
And you're like, and I remember when I was reading it, I was going, damn, but it's a good book. And again, I've got to say that, Matt Fraction is able to get this whole plot line with Tony Stark going through this fugitive chase, against Norman Osborn, and making it entertaining. And he's not just wheel spinning. Stuff is happening. And,
he's got three main characters in this book. There's Pepper Potts, Maria Hill, and Tony Stark. And he hits up story points in every issue with all three characters to keep you up to date.
Right.
So there's something going on with all three of those characters.
Right. And it's a fun read. It's a really fun read. So, again, I love this book. This is a book that I have to get it's the first book I read when I get it.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where I really hate doing positive reviews on here because it seems that we are doing a lot of positive reviews because there's just a lot of good books out there. But I don't mind doing a positive review for something that deserves it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Month after month. I know we did this last month. But it's just incredible how good this book can continue to be.
It's maintaining a very high level right now. That, again, like I said, it's scary. It's scary how good the book is right now. And if you haven't been reading it, there are a couple trades out right now.
There's one trade out that has the first 7 issues. The soft cover just came out, and it's like $20 for 7 issues.
Oh, that's great.
So buy the soft cover. It just came out 2 weeks ago.
And the book is also $2.99. So, all right, folks, that'll end that review. And when we come back, we will talk about
one more DC book.
One more DC book. One which we surprisingly liked.
I wouldn't go that far.
I liked it.
It was better than it has been in a while.
Think so?
Maybe.
What was it? You'll have to come back and see. See you then.